when you think of a domain name and trademark, you hear about cyber squatting, and that's essentially trademark infringement, but with a domain name. So if someone snaps up a top-level domain name using your trademark after you have started using your trademark, that's kind of a key, then that could be considered cyber squatting. And a lot of times people will, it's like extortion, pay us $300,000 for this domain name and we'll let it go. Well, you can't do that. There are kind of two ways to protect a domain name. First is if you are actually using the entire domain name as your brand name. An example would be hotels.com. They use hotels.com in their branding, right? They don't just say hotels. So if you are using your full domain name in your branding, then that's one way to protect the domain name in terms of trademark protection. More common, though, is just having your domain name mirror your brand and you register just the brand name. So spearip.com, the brand name is SpearIP. Just using the domain name, though, is usually not enough to show trademark use. In other words, not enough to show use of that trademark in connection with products or services. So if I had hellospearip.com, but all of my branding showed SpearIP, just having hellospearip.com isn't enough in terms of trying to protect HelloSpearIP. Make sense? Social media handles. So again, if you have your trademark protected and you're safeguarding your brand, more and more social media platforms are requiring that you show a serial number or registration number in order to take down or report another's use of your trademark. So that's maybe one more reason to look into pursuing trademark registration. But it's not a bad idea to not only pick up the handle for your actual brand name, but maybe your brand name and official, and maybe your brand name and kind of some of those related words so that others can't snap up your social media handle, and to kind of avoid having to send the takedown request and all of that down the road. And of course, the other part of protecting your social media handle is the privacy aspect and using a good password and using two-factor authentication and changing your password periodically to protect the account and protect the content in your account. So I hope that helps give you an idea of some of the options for protecting a domain name, for protecting a social media handle, and I'll see you next time.